going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the God Next podcast. I'm your co-host Donovan Moore with my man, my dog Mitchell Baldwin.
Oh,
Yes, sir. And then of course, y'all see the man, the myth, the legend himself. So you already know we talking football today.
That all you got? That all you got?
Nick Bones, Nate Ash back with us, man. The man himself. You already know we coming at y'all with some is this week 11, week 12?
It's week 11.
Week 11 football action. Oh my goodness, it's just been a crazy season. A lot of upsets these past few weeks. So we're gonna do a little recap of that for y'all. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, show love, and enjoy the show.
You ready, Playboy?
Yo, turn it up, Slack. I can't hear nothing.
Alrighty, so starting off, B, go ahead, give us a slight little recap of Week 10, any major upsets, and just let us know about these Week 11 games going forward, and let's get these picks in.
Man, I guess the biggest takeaways from week 10 was there were a couple upsets like there's been every week, like the Ravens dropping the game with Miami, Steelers tying with the Lions. Like, what the hell happened over there? I know we didn't have Big Ben, but Jesus, that's inexcusable. The Vikings upset the Chargers. The Eagles upset the Broncos, which was kind of interesting because they beat the Cowboys on the road but couldn't beat the Eagles at home. Aaron Rodgers and Russ Wilson both returned, went head-to-head. The home quarterback continues to be undefeated in that matchup. The Packers beat them 17-0. And Chiefs looked like they were back on track against the Raiders, I must say. They look like the Chiefs of old. And the I guess the defining upset of the week was the Niners looking like the Niners of 2 years ago, the way they beat down the Rams on Monday night. So
I think it was a bigger upset on Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Oh, of course, in the upset of the week, sorry, I must mention, I was there to see it in person. The Washington football team beating the Buccaneers. My first Brady game ever attending. I would not have thought my first and only Brady game would be a loss, considering he's barely lost any games in his career. But I guess that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles. But it was great to be there, great environment. Never seen Washington football team fans so excited in my life. Let's see if they can continue to build on this, or is it too little too late? We will find out during the second half of the year. But I guess that leads us to our Week 11 pick, starting with the Thursday night football game. The Patriots going to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Super Bowl 51 rematch. It's like that was a long time ago, but the Falcons still have Matt Ryan. The Patriots still have Bill Belichick. And the Patriots look like they're on a roll. They are 6-4 now. They beat the Browns 45-7 last week. Browns fans cannot be happy about that. And, the Falcons you just never really know with. However, I do think the Patriots are going to win this game. I don't think Belichick coach teams lose to sloppy teams like the Falcons, not even when they're down 28-3 in him. But they won't be down 28-3 in this game. They're just going to flat out beat them. The Patriots are going to beat the Falcons.
Yeah, I got the Patriots here. Bill Belichick is leading his team to basically the home stretch of the season, and you know, a Belichick team, as it gets later, they're just going to play better football. So I got the Patriots here. Falcons have been decent this year, but I'm going with the Patriots.
I definitely got to go with the Patriots here. I think the Bill Belichick and the Patriots, they decided a really good time to get everything together at the end of the season, and they're going to make a strong push for the playoffs.
The next game, 1 o'clock Sunday, we got the Colts, who are now 500 after starting out 1-4, are going to play the Buffalo Bills, who are 6-3 up in Buffalo. The Bills, after dropping that game to the Jaguars, wouldn't let it happen again against the Jets. They look like the Bills we're used to seeing, blowout wins, 45-17. I think them being at home against the Colts this week, I got the Bills pretty confident they'll win this game. I know the Colts played them close in that playoff game last year, but I think the Bills will win this game and put the Colts at 5-6, and they'll go to 7-3.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the Colts games are pretty dependent on how Carson Wentz comes out and performs. So I feel like this might be one of those games at Buffalo where he doesn't really show up. And I just feel like Buffalo's a tough team to beat at home. Their fans are nuts. And I just like Buffalo in this game. I think Josh Allen will have a big game.
I gotta go Buffalo here. I can't pick the Colts. I'm not a big Carson Wentz fan personally, so I'm gonna rock with the Colts. I'm gonna rock with the other team this week. My bad.
Well, it looks like we're unanimous there. The next game, we got the Ravens at the Bears. And believe it or not, I'm going to go with the upset here and pick the Bears. The Ravens find themselves in close games pretty much every game. And I think the Bears, they had a bye week last week, and the week before they showed some grit against the Steelers, coming back, taking them to the end. I'm not saying the Steelers are that impressive or anything like that, but I think they're due for a win because I think, if I'm correct, they're on a 3-game losing streak right now, the Bears. And I think, the Ravens will play them tough, but they're the favorite. So, it wouldn't look good if they lost that game, the Ravens. But I'm going to go with the Bears upsetting them. I think that, that cold Chicago weather, the defense, I'm not sure if Khalil Mack's going to be back or not, but I just think the Bears get an upset win here.
Yeah, I just feel like the Ravens got flat out embarrassed by the Dolphins in that Thursday night game. I honestly don't see them getting embarrassed again and losing to the Bears. So I like the Ravens here, and I like them by, I think, more than a touchdown. I think Lamar will come out and really perform. And I think this is one of those games where the Ravens kind of redefine themselves and get back to running the football, playing tough defense.
Oh, yeah, I definitely like the Ravens here, especially since they dropped that game last week. They're going to be looking to prove that they're still elite, and I think Lamar and Hollywood Brown are going to have a big game this week.
All right, next we got the Lions at the Browns. The Lions, I guess, technically are no longer on a losing streak since they tied, but it's still been forever since they've won. Give me the Browns here. I know the Browns got embarrassed by the Patriots, but it seems like the Browns are kind of just like win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. They've been like that for like a month now. So put them at 6-5. They'll beat the Lions this week.
Yeah, I also saw Jared Goff may not be playing this week as well. Not that would have made much of a difference. I think Myles Garrett had maybe 2 to 3 sacks this game. I like Cleveland at home.
I definitely like Cleveland. The Detroit Lions, even though they tied with the Steelers last week, still technically don't have a win. So I don't think they're going to get one this week. So I got to rock with the Browns.
All right, guys, I think these next two we can run through in, let's say, 20 seconds unless somebody's got an objection. But Texans at Titans. Titans. All right, Packers at Vikings.
Packers.
Yeah, the Vikings are kind of like a wild team. They get upset sometimes randomly, but I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to beat Aaron Rodgers. Let's just be realistic about that. Next one, we got an AFC East division matchup, the Dolphins at the Jets. Dolphins on a 2-game winning streak. I'm going to go with the Dolphins here. And maybe they're making a little second half surge. Definitely already it's too late, but maybe they'll show some fight in the second half of the year.
Yeah, I like the Dolphins as well. The Jets are starting Joe Flacco this week. And that should just tell you everything you need to know right there. I like the Dolphins.
It's Dolphins, and I think Tua is going to come back this week, so I got Dolphins.
Yep. So we're unanimous there. Next, this is kind of an interesting matchup. We got the Saints at the Eagles. So we got Trevor Siemian still playing quarterback for the Saints. Saints still seem to be playing well, but they're losing close games. Eagles look like they're getting a little hotter right now. God, I don't know who to go with here. I'm going to go with the Eagles. Go to 5-6.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very close one. I think Alvin Kamara should be back this week for the Saints. And I think this game kind of boils down to coaching, and the Saints have a Super Bowl winning coach in Sean Payton, and the Eagles have yet to win a game at home this year, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
I think I like the Saints in this one to take it against Philadelphia.
I love how B always puts the underdog here. I'm gonna rock with the Saints definitely this week. I just like the Saints better than the Eagles. The Eagles are in our division. Fuck the Eagles, respectfully.
Another really tough game to pick. We got Washington football team at the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton and Ron Rivera going head-to-head for the first time since parting ways. And the reason this game's so hard to pick is because both of them got upset victories last week. The Panthers won 34-10 on the road against the Cardinals, who obviously didn't have Kyler or DeAndre Hopkins, but I still don't think many expected that. God, this could really go either way, and it's just one of those situations where I think I'm going to go with the home team just because they're at home. So in this case, it's going to be the Panthers. I think they'll win this in a close game.
Yeah, my mind is telling me to take Carolina. Cam's starting. This is his first game back in Carolina. Their crowd's probably going to be ridiculous. Chase Young towards ACL, unfortunately, out for the year. We're already missing Montez Sweat, our other top pass rusher. But my heart's telling me to go with the home team, baby. Coming off a big win against Tom. I like Washington, man. I like Washington. I don't know. Something's just telling me Washington this week. So I got us, and Terry McLaurin's going to have a big day against that Panthers secondary.
I was also going to bring the fact that it's Cam Newton's first game back at home, and all the fans are just going to be so riled up. I think the energy is going to be crazy for the Panthers game, and so I'm out there rock with the Panthers for this week.
And next at 1 o'clock, we got the 49ers at the Jaguars. I think the 49ers will win considering the momentum they have from winning last week and the opportunity to get back to 500 and make that another competitive division in the league. I know the Jaguars have gotten a couple upsets, particularly against the Bills, but I do think the 49ers will rise to the occasion and beat the team they're supposed to beat. So I have them beating the Jaguars and getting the 5-5 on the year.
Yeah, I like San Francisco here too. They just got a huge win against Los Angeles. They're well coached. They have a pretty solid defense out there, and I think the Jaguars are still young and have a lot of holes on their team. So I like the 49ers here.
Yeah, coming off a dub against the Rams, I definitely don't see them losing against the Jaguars, so I got to rock with the 49ers.
Next, we got the 4 o'clock games, beginning with the Bengals at the Raiders. The Bengals are coming off a bye week, but a couple embarrassing losses prior to that bye week, and the Raiders are coming off a couple embarrassing losses. I'm going to go with the Bengals in a really close game. I think both these teams really want to win. They're both on 2-game losing streaks, but give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals coming off a bye week. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for the Raiders. And it seems like a Raiders player is always getting in trouble every week, so, that's only going to decrease their chances of winning.
I feel like this is just one of those games anybody can win because you don't know what you're going to get from either team each week. Let me get Las Vegas at home. I'll take the Raiders at home. Derek Carr's a solid quarterback, and this is one of those I can go either way. But I think Waller will have a big game against a mediocre Bengals defense. So let me get the Raiders.
Sheesh. Oh, this one's hard. I'm going to rock with the Raiders just because I do agree that I think the run game is going to be very hard to stop on Cincinnati's end. I think it's going to be hard for them to stop the run game of the Raiders, so I'm going to have to rock with the Raiders, man.
Alrighty, next potential game of the week, we got the Cowboys at the Chiefs. Both teams are riding high right now. Chiefs are starting to look more like themselves. I hope the Chiefs don't prove me wrong. I'm going to go with them to win this game because of the hype and because of the matchup. I think they'll rise to the occasion. I think it will be a close game, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Man, this is going to be a great game.
Yeah.
And I just really feel like Kansas City main struggle this year has been their defense. And Dallas walks in with the number 1 offense in the league. So, I as much as I hate to say it, I think I got to take the Cowboys this week to go into Arrowhead and take a victory away. I like Dallas.
Wow. Okay. All right. I like that. Fantasy-wise, I definitely need a big game from Darrell Williams, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking for another TD this week. But I got to rock with the Cowboys, of course. I feel like this is the culmination of the season we've had so far, all right? This is probably the biggest test on our schedule. And I feel like all this winning and all of that, we have to win this game. This is a very big game for us, all right? This is going to prove whether all this winning has actually truly changed who we are, or if we're going to win all these games and it's not going to mean anything. I feel like this is just a combination of everything together. We've been playing so well. I gotta rock with the Cowboys this week for sure. But it's gonna be a really good game. I'll be watching every snap.
Next game, we got the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Very important game. Both teams. Cardinals are probably gonna get Kyler Murray and Hopkins back this week. I'm gonna say God, this is tough. I'm gonna say the Cardinals edge it out and win this game, just because they know they're still in contention for the 1 seed in their division title, which both Seattle and San Francisco seem to be out of right now, but the Rams and Cardinals are both still in it. So I think Cardinals want to remain up top, and that they're probably the better team, and I'm going to go with them.
It's in Seattle.
Yeah.
I'll take the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks. The Seahawks are always a different football team at home. And the Cardinals are just one of those teams that fluctuate. They'll play great, and you'll love what they're doing, and then they'll come back and play a game like this weekend, a game that they should win as long as Kyler Murray plays. And I think that they'll get beat. So I like Seattle this week. I think Russell Wilson will definitely have a bounce-back game after not playing that great against Green Bay, but I feel like that was his first game back. He's got the rust off now, so he'll be full speed ahead. I like the Seahawks at home.
I got the Cardinals, especially if Kyler Murray and D-Hop are back. I just think that they're the better team right now. And D-Hop still hasn't even really gotten his feet wet still this season. Like, I feel like he's been pretty pedestrian for like who we know D-Hop to be. And I think that he's gonna, just the more healthy he gets, I think the more he's gonna like show everybody that he's still D-Hop and just prove why he's who he is. So I'm gonna have to ride with the Cardinals, man.
And Sunday Night Football, we got the Steelers at the Chargers. The last two times the Steelers have played the Chargers on the road, it's been a night game with a backup quarterback, and they've won partially, I think, due to there's going to be more Steelers fans at the game. No offense to Chargers fans, but we seem to take over your stadium when we play you guys. However, it looks like the Steelers are loaded with injury/COVID list. Looks like Big Ben and Mika are both going to be out with COVID. And it looks like TJ Watt, they still said is questionable, but my guess he's going to miss a week just because he got pretty banged up last week. And that's pretty much the best player on our team. And we also are going to be out without Chase Claypool in all likelihood. The Chargers, I know, lost to the Vikings at home last week and have lost a couple games that you wouldn't have technically expected them to, even though I did pick that Vikings upset correct last week. Give me the Chargers because they have the win this game, or else they might not be a playoff team.
Yeah, I think it will definitely be a close game. I think Joey Bosa will be out for this game as well for the Chargers. So that definitely is a difference maker on their defense. I feel like it'll be closer than some people expect, but I probably will lean the Chargers as well just because of how explosive their offense can be, and just due to the fact that the Steelers quarterback play when Big Ben was in there was mediocre. And then when you go to his backup, if you're backing up Big Ben at this stage in his career, you're obviously not that great either. So I'm going to take the Chargers this week.
I'm not a big fan of the Chargers, and last week I picked the Vikings over the Chargers, just having a feeling that I feel like the Chargers aren't really that good to me. I'm not a big fan of the Chargers, but compared to the Steelers, I think they're pretty damn good. So I'm gonna have to rock with the Chargers for this coming week. I think that they're pretty good. They're pretty solid. And if the Steelers have all those injuries, especially their Defensive Player of the Year candidate and TJ Watt, I definitely don't see them winning that game. So I'm going to rock with the Chargers.
And then finally, Monday Night Football, we got the Giants at the Bucs. I'm going to go with the Bucs here. There's just no way they're going to lose to Washington and the Giants back-to-back games. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah, literally said the same thing I was going to say. I like Tampa.
Trash emoji to this game. Trash. I'm going to have to rock with the Buccaneers. Come on. I mean, if they lose to the Giants, if they lose to the football team and then the Giants back-to-back weeks, we got some things to talk about. Absolutely. So I don't see them winning this. I mean, I don't see them losing this. Excuse me. Anything else anybody wants to say?
All right, cool. Just keep tuning in, like and subscribing.
Yeah, keep watching us, man.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for watching the episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Give us your picks for week 11, and we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.